Okay, let's say that I want to retrieve the value, a specific value of the color for car 1. So I just want to retrieve the color of car 1. How do we do it? First, I mentioned that whenever we use private, we can't simply take the variable values outside from a different class. So one way of doing this is by creating something called getters and setters. So to get means to get the value, to set means setting the value. So change the values. So let's start with the getter first. Alright, so if you have two variables, then you create two of this. So public string get color, okay, and then return color. That's it. Now we have another variable, correct? So public string get make, oops, and then return make. So what these functions do, it returns the value of color to the main class, right? So this guy does the same thing. So returns the value of make to the main class. Okay, now let's just see what I mean by this. Okay, remember always to save. Whenever you make changes in this class file, always save, because if you don't save it, then whatever changes that you made will not be, you will not be able to utilize it back in the main class. Okay, so let's see. So we just still have this guy. Now I want to print out my car 3, and I only want to print the color of the car. So see what I did here. I used a dot. So this is a dot function. So once I put a dot, you are able to invoke or call any function that you have created in your blueprint class, the class file, which is the car. So let's say I just want to get the color. I do this, get color. So notice that it gives me the green. So let's say my car is green, is this guy, oops, okay, so just change that a little bit so you get my car is green. Right, now notice what happens if I do the same thing, but okay, I should have copy pasted it, never mind. So notice, since my car 1 and car 2 have not been declared anything at all, they are just empty vessels. So notice what happens when I try to print car1.getColor. It gives you no error, but when you print it, it says my car is null because there is no values that you have set to the car 1 or car 2. So what we're going to do, okay, let me just delete this. This is like disturbing the output. I'm a bit OCD. Alright, so how to now, since we've already created the objects car1 and car2, how are we going to set the values for car1 and car2? So we want to set the color for both of these cars. So first of all, we need to have something called the setter. So a setter is, okay, so a setter function does this. So public string, which is your type, and then, okay, so you need to have a data type here. So string, since it's a string, so string, okay, we forgot the name. So the name should be, since we're doing set, let's set color. So public, sorry, my bad, it's supposed to be just public void. Okay, so it's just supposed to be a public void, and then you do this dot color equals to color. So you see this. Alright, so we are done. So what did I just do here is that this particular function allows user to change the value of color from the main function, from the main class, sorry, not main function, right? So public void, because it's not returning anything, this guy returns something, so public void set color. What parameter are you putting in? The color parameter, correct? And it's a string type, right? So this parameter, you obtain it from your main class. So let's see how we're going to create this. Okay. Alright, so let's set car1 dot, where's the set color? There you go, set color. Okay, notice automatically it will just fill in this thing with the variable color, but just delete that, and then we set our own color. Let's say we want red, so there you go, so we have that as red. Then car2 also we don't have anything, right? So let's set car2 as blue. Okay, wait, let me just do something slightly different. So instead of directly typing the value inside for car, the color, let's just declare a variable. So right, so let's just declare a variable up here. Oh wait, just I hate spaces, just making sure everything is clean. Okay, I'll create it here. So string, and then I put there color. Okay, string and color, and then I say color equals to blue. Alright, done. Notice that this color and this color are actually not the same thing, because this color belongs to only the object. This color belongs to this particular class, only this class. Got it? So they are not the same thing. So we can store anything that we like here. So I just stored the value blue. Now I want to pass the value blue into this guy. Right. Now let's see what actually happens. So now I try to print my cars again. So let's see, car1 dot get color, and then the other car is car2 dot get color. So I should be able to get red and blue. Okay, so notice this is before we set the color, this is after we set the color. So it was null and then it became colored. Alright, so earlier I was talking about this color string, right? So it doesn't have to be the word color. You can always change to anything that you like. Let's say call or whatever. Okay, so that means this is just call, right? So it doesn't have to match whatever that I put it in here. I'm just using the same variable so that it's easy for me to see what type of variable that I'm just moving around. Okay, it's just for simplicity and what do you call, it's visibility purposes, easy to see what's going on. If not, you're just going to have to end up keeping track of different types of variables and names. Right, that's about it. So we can actually do the same thing for your make variable. So I'll just create the other one as well. So public void set make string make, and then create this guy, and then put that this dot make equals to make. Okay, so that's basically what we need to learn for now. Oh yeah, wait, forgot one more. I haven't taught you how to create a behavior. So behavior is just very easy. So our behavior is what? This is a behavior that allows car to move. Okay, but I'm just going to simulate this. So I'm just going to do public void, public void car move. Okay, So to simulate this, I'm just going to say car is moving. That's it. But of course, you can have more detailed behaviors. Let's say, for example, you want to calculate the price. You can allow this car class to have a behavior that calculates the class, calculate the price, and all these things. But unnecessary in this case because it's just a demonstration. So let's see how we want to call that function. So to call that, let's say I have a car1 dot car move. Okay, so it will say my car is moving. Oh no, car is moving. That's how we put it there. You see how it works? You can call variables by using the dot function, and you can also call behaviors by using dot function. The end.